guys, it's your girl D. So excuse me today because I'm kind of in my feelings about this topic, but I really want to talk about moving on. Moving on is not impossible, but it is really, really hard. Especially for the people who are, the ones who got left. Two people are in a relationship and then one person decides, this relationship isn't doing what I want it to do. I think it's time for me to leave. I feel like communication in those situations are so necessary. If you're in a relationship with someone and they may care about you, but you aren't feeling the relationship like you thought, whether it's a friendship or romantic, you need to communicate. Like, you have to let them know. That's so much better than just deciding one day that you are going to stop talking to them. Because the other person still cares. The other person still has feelings invested in the relationship. And you've just decided to leave and leave things unsaid. That's not how you end things. I mean, if you're in a relationship with someone, whether it's a friendship or romantic, you have to communicate how you're feeling so the other person knows. Because if the other person doesn't know, there is no way for you to fix these things. You're gonna think things are okay because you haven't said anything. You have to say something. I honestly also don't believe it's possible for somebody to just wake up one day and be like, I don't want to be with you anymore. That just doesn't happen. You've been thinking about that for a while. You just didn't decide a day, and then one day, it seemed convenient, or you just got fed up and were just like, I'm not gonna say anything anymore because they're not worth my time. That's not how you end things. Do you know how that messes people up? From one day you're being fine and then the next day, nothing? No, give somebody a hint. Don't just leave. You don't just leave. That messes people up forever. It is so hard to move on from someone who has done something like that, because then it makes them think, what could I have done better? I overthink almost everything. So when stuff like that happens to me, it takes me a while, I will replay conversations literally in my head and be like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Or, they were looking this kind of way. Maybe that was my hint to do something different. Because I'm the kind of person who will actually want to fix things. Now, we do have those people in the world that you will tell them something and they'll be like, psh, I don't care. That's a person you need to just tell goodbye immediately. I'm not that kind of person. I want to fix things. If you tell me something's wrong, or you tell me you're not pleased with something I've done, and you give me a legitimate reason as to why whatever it is I did was just totally wrong, I'm going to do everything I can to fix that. I promise I would. Because your feelings matter. If I have a friend and they come to me and they say, ooh, Deanna, I'm not really enjoying our last interaction and it made me feel some kind of way, I just wanted to let you know that. I am totally going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean for you to take what I said or did that kind of way. Because you're my friend and your feelings matter. Because I care about you. It's not hard. Just say something. It's not okay to treat people like their feelings aren't important. Everybody deserves to be treated like a decent human being, because we're all sinful creatures, but we all have feelings and we all have opinions, and it's common courtesy to just communicate and ask the other person how they're feeling. Even if you're not pleased with them, at least give them the chance to express themselves. Because you can't solve problems if you don't know how the other person is feeling. You may perceive something they said and then just be sitting there thinking that that's what they meant. You haven't even gone to them to ask. You gotta ask. You have to make sure that, whatever they said or did, that's what they actually meant. Because if you just base your actions off of perceptions and feelings, instead of just hardcore her truth? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not helping the situation. You need to know what's actually going on for you to understand. I said all that to say, though moving on is really, really hard and it can be difficult at times, it's not impossible. It does take time, and I will never, ever tell anybody to rush the process of moving on or tell them how to do that. But the point of moving on is accepting the fact that whoever it was who was in your life and is no longer in your life wasn't supposed to be in your life. I'm kind of the person who believes that things happen for a reason. So if you were meant to work things out with that person, if things were supposed to be fixed, and maybe somehow you can fix things in the future, if that's really what's supposed to happen. But when you move on from somebody, you're kind of supposed to accept reality. Accept the fact that this person that you cared about, or you guys aren't supposed to be in each other's lives anymore, because that's just not what's going to help either of you progress in life. Moving on is hard, it's very difficult, and it can be painful, but it is possible. Don't ever tell yourself that you can't move on from someone, because you can. If you say that, you're going to be stuck there and then you won't move on. Because once you hear it, that's what you start acting like. You're going to act like it's hard to move on, so you just won't move on. You can move on. It's hard, but you can do it. The way you do that is you focus on positive things. You don't stay in the fact like, oh my gosh, I miss them. Oh, my friend's not here anymore. No. Focus on the positive things. Focus on the fact that this has made you grow as a person. Yes, you can totally reminisce on all the great memories that you used to have. You can even remember all the negative things that happened, but don't focus on those negative things. Remember what happened. Remember those negative things and realize that those things are not what you need in your life. Realize that, okay? It's only going to make you stronger. It's only going to make you a better person once you accept the fact that whoever it was who was in your life, who's not in your life anymore, it's for the best. It hurts. I know. But it really is going to help you. You just have to see that. That's really all I wanted to say today. Thank you guys for watching me vent. Thumbs up if you like it, share it with people you know, people you don't know, people you like, people you dislike. Just share the video, please. Honestly, sharing the video is just really, really great, and people can get help and stuff and advice from me if they want it. But thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye!